Alright. Yes, I see the file there. Yes, we are recording. Yay! Continuing in Mad Max. Cubes provided by WB Games 2015 when the game came out, because that's when I originally reviewed it. And I am getting to this pretty late in the day. I mentioned last week there was a chance I'd be getting an actual job. It's technically still underemployment because it's limited hours, not great pay, and no benefits. But I do have that, so that takes out the time when I would normally actually be working on this stuff. Well, be doing the recording. Okay. Yep. There. And also because it is mildly late, I might not let this be an hour long, so that I don't need to be up so late for the video to upload. Let me just... Okay. Because I remember it would sometimes change where it was actually, where the marker was to whatever the story mission. Do have some things noted on the phone. Not really much of the video game stuff. There was a fair amount of that this week. Like the gameplay stuff for Midnight Suns, which... Marvel's Midnight Suns, it was... Yeah, that was a Gamescom announcement. That it's interesting, yeah. The initial thing that came from Gamescom was interesting. But it was also... It's a card game? I feel like we need to see more. It looks kind of like it's turn-based strategy, not quite like XCOM. Seemed a bit more personal, I guess would be a way to put it. It's been a long time since I've played XCOM, or a game like it. But I seem to recall that, you know, the people in your squad weren't necessarily that different from the others, which you can't do with, you know, this Marvel game, because like that's Iron Man, that's Captain America, Wolverine, Blade. Crap, there's another one that I had the name in there, and then Doctor Strange is in it. Oh, Ghost Rider, that was the name that somehow just left. You can't really have them be similar. But the cards, I'm guessing, are just how you use their abilities, or how you gain access to their abilities. Not sure. That would make sense, though. Watch Dogs Legions, I'm just going by memory, I'm not looking at my notes, by the way. Watch Dogs Legion is free to play this weekend. Which, if I wasn't super busy with other things, or have quite a collection of review keys I would need, you know, if I had time to be playing games, I would be doing that. Yeah, it's been busy. But yeah, Watch Dogs Legion is free to play this weekend. So have fun, and that's, it's weird. It's PC for Epic Games Store and the Ubisoft Store. Makes perfect sense. But only PlayStation 4 and 5. I don't remember. That had to have come out on Xbox, right? And I don't think I just misread and didn't see Xbox there. I think I only saw PlayStation listed. It is also... The game itself is also on sale in case you want to just buy a copy. And also GOG is holding a... Is, like, RPG Month a larger thing, or is that just what they were doing? What they're doing? I mean, hey, fine with me. I love it. I really do enjoy RPG. I'm trying to remember. Was it 80% off? The Witcher 3? Which is legitimately one of my favorite games. I bought the season pass. At some point I have to go back and actually play it. what I'd kind of like to do, but it's one of those, I have all these ideas for things to do, I just don't have time. I'd love to do like Let's Play Plus videos for the entire Witcher series, and at that point do the DLC for Witcher 3. But yeah, somehow I doubt that's actually gonna work out. Just the timing thing, and it's like The Witcher 3 was 150 hours. What was The Witcher 1? I think was like 120 when I played that. Alright. I'm gonna ignore the convoy for now. Alright. I get, since we know it's there, I might as well go get it. The Witcher 2, I want to say, was shorter than The Witcher 1, and The Witcher 3 was the longest. And that was just base game. Since, you know, I've not played, as I was saying, I've not played the DLC yet. Yeah, nothing else is jumping to mind that I wrote up earlier today, except for, one thing that I do have noted. Apparently THQ Nordic is turning 10 years old. Which, I didn't realize that. I'm just trying to think. That should be like Nordic Games. Because initially, remember, it was initially Nordic Games until I don't want to engage with the convoy, so I'm going to let them go by. Originally it was Nordic Game. But after, because they acquired so much from the THQ bankruptcy, so many IPs from that, they changed their name to THQ Nordic to reflect that. Yeah, I didn't realize that Nordic Games would be, well, that young at the time of those purchases. But that it's now that sold. And they're doing something in a couple weeks on September 17th, I believe it is. To, you know, mark it, to mark the 10 years. And I might technically know a little bit more about that showcase than it's supposed to be public. Which is why I'm not really going to mention it, just the situation about how this does happen. It is kind of weird. When you get a press release email, and then you look it up online, you find it, and it's different. Ubisoft actually does that a lot. But it's more like it's just two completely different things a copy, but it's like, it generally covers everything. But the one I got from THQ Nordic, it did have some information, like who's hosting it. Like who's hosting the event in a couple weeks. You know, it's just something like that. But I didn't see it mentioned in the, what they have up online. So it's like, because of that discrepancy, I don't want to say what the, information that was just in the email is. I would not be surprised if that is, that if other places have shared that, or that I could share it. It's just, you know what? I was busy this morning trying to get through all that so I can get to the on the clock work. That I was like, you know what? Stick to what I know is up there. But I am looking forward to the event. Because THQ Nordic does have a number of interesting ideas. You know, some classics, but also some new ones. Which reminds me, I still want to at some point get and play Biomutant. Yeah, my luck was kind of bad with that. Wait, what? Oh, it's this one. Damn. Okay. I just realized what this place is. But yeah, I'd even reached out, and I could have, if I had requested, I should have been able. Well, I would have been able to get on the list for the for a review key. But then I got jury duty, and I was like, well, I guess this isn't happening. Yeah, it was just the timing of it sucked, but, you know, whatever. It happens. Alright. Yeah. Yep, no fuel. Alright. No. I think it's 2, isn't it? Come on. There we go. Hopefully there's one on the car. And he's not going to drive through the bay. Okay, stop. 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 Stop.
Not driver there.
Damn. I am hoping that if I leave, I'll be able to find something nearby. I can also just check that. But yeah, so that's, you know, that'll be neat in a couple. And that was 3 p.m. Eastern time, which I'm in Eastern, so that's why that's the time I picked. Otherwise, it's always Pacific. And it's just, I mean, come on, give Eastern some love. Come on. So it was nice that they listed just multiple times.
I'll keep an eye on Hazel. You be careful.
The other two thing. Oh wait, no, I already mentioned that one. I forgot I put the GOG RPG sale there. But one thing I also have on there is a patent from AMD that is interesting. It's for quantum computing, which that's not what AMD is currently doing, it seems. And it has been a while since I've covered much quantum mechanics. And some of what I've seen for other coverage for it, and I'm not always that good at reading patterns, and this is also getting into a field that I'm not necessarily that well versed in. But from what I've seen, it's possible, but that some of the places that have been writing up news have been exaggerating certain things, or they are actually getting completely right and people aren't recognizing. Because they were talking about quantum teleportation, which that is completely a thing. It is not like, being a Scotty kind of thing. Quantum teleportation is essentially the ability to have a the state for a particle, one particle, put onto another that's in a different location. So effectively, you teleport the original particle to the second location. And yes, it would be considered teleportation because if you have particle A and particle B, if you completely copy every aspect of particle A onto particle B, it is now effectively particle A. How can you tell them apart? You can't, so you would just say that it is in fact particle A. Now, I don't think that any actual teleportation methods are every characteristic would be copied over, but it's more so, the ones that you care about, the ones that you want copied over, you copy those over, and boom, you got teleportation. But yeah, I do remember a little bit from what I saw reading the patent. It was concerning moving qubits from one region to another, which, yes, depending on how you're doing that, it might actually be through what would be recognized as quantum teleportation.
We ought to run these convoys off the road. They will help diminish Scrotus's power. Get your weapons!
And I guess one thing also worth noting concerning like quantum teleportation in terms of Star Trek teleportation, it's you would need a matching particle at the destination for every particle in the person's body. Which I guess would be possible, but would also be potentially screwed up. Because in theory then that means that you have, you know, a spare body that you're just having yourself copied on. That would be less weird, kind of. I know that at one point there was a story.
Blue means water.
That was that no. I was hoping to mark it, but I need to do it this way.
How to get in there?
Oh no, I can't even mark. I thought I could. Yeah, there was a story, and I don't mean just part of the crap. I did not mean the here. And I do not actually want to. I want to wait on this. Yes, we are running away. Alright, since I gotta worry about it.
Dodges bullets! Swerver!
There. But the premise I was talking about is where the teleportation works by duplicating body. So you then need to remove the old body. Really? I saw something over there as well. Maybe that's something different. And also, I would say that just the general idea that AMD would be working on any quantum computing stuff really makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't they? It may not be realized for a while, but it you know, many would say it is part of the future of computing. So the end. Found. There's a insignia.
Someone here! We're being attacked!
No, that's true. You have transfer tickets here, and I think typically there are also the fuel canisters that I need to use that one the one balloon. Oh, wait. Well, actually no. It's going up.
We'll smoke you all out of the barrens!
Oh.
Drug rates will echo in full hall! Watch out!
Perfect. The canisters, the gas canisters, right here. I will put one on the car right away. Oh, not this way. So one thing that I just remembered that is kind of funny. I saw a complaint recently about the Middle-earth Shadow games, so Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. It was just weird seeing people complain about the Batman-style combat, which is also what we have here. And it's like, I liked this. I did. I mean, true, it did kind of perfectly matches how I tend to want to fight in a lot of games, which is basically, you know, continuously attacking. And when necessary, when appropriate, interrupting that to block or to dodge. Yeah, it's like, I like that. Not having to worry about stamina, not having to worry about specific combos, specific moves. The more just straightforward attacking until you can't attack. Although it is also true with the not sure what they're called, the big guys in this though. Yeah, like mini bosses. They are you know, you can't just keep attacking them. You do actually need to pace out when you can and cannot attack them. Okay. You just, for anyone that's like, oh, well, that's so lazy, and you're just constantly attacking and then interrupting. It's like, well, no, you do need to be conscious of those. But with that group of enemies that I just had, though, no, it worked actually quite a bit differently there. Because the timing, the pacing on them attacking me was just off enough to be a problem. That's part of the reason why I was getting hit as much as I was. I'm getting water. Oh, that's... I really don't understand why people insist on drinking things other than water, especially if you're doing something like this, kind of important. Probably head down.
There's someone here! Necro boys! We got company!
Oh, those guys were easy. Okay. I wasn't sure how far that would go. So I did say I didn't want it to be too long, so I'm thinking what I will do is I will clear out this place. I will then go back to get the balloon and, you know, do the lookout stuff, and then I may that might be when I stop. I don't think I'm missing any down here. Gonna head up. I see that the dots were over me, but I don't think I'm actually... And I am aware that that one came down. Where is the sniper? Ah, right there. Let's just do this. There. Yeah, actually, I want to get the car a bit closer. There. Ah. Yeah, let's go. Oh. I think I actually want to be standing. Oh wait, no, I didn't set anything else up. Never mind, we're good. Talk about my progress has been going with the different articles and such. I did finish, well, I think I mentioned last week I managed to finish the GPU thermal scripts article that I was doing. I haven't gotten around to editing it or the CPU one yet. And then just, these are both like follow-ups of a sort to the original articles that came out. Yeah, they were the beginning of the year. So I'm just a little distracted, also trying to figure out where I've done. The CPU one, I'm not really planning on putting up on OCC just because I'm not sure it would be so interesting. And its main purpose was just going through the scripts again to, you know, make whatever changes occur to me, because, you know, you come back to a script so long after the fact and realize that, oh, you could do it this way and it would be so much better. Probably not here. Yeah, so the CPU one may not go live like that. But it is what I will be editing next, and also making some changes to the scripts. Changes that I thought of after working with the GPUs. And then I'll get around to the GPU ones, which will be what That one I will want to put up on OCC, because that gets interesting. That gets much more interesting. I guess that. Is that my... Oh wait, no, that one. Well, maybe. I guess I can just fall in. Thinking it would be more complicated. Was this a place that I could have gone? I just didn't go. Yeah, I just never went to the left. All right, there. But yeah, I just wanted to finish doing some other editing first before getting to this CPU article. So I'll be doing that in what free time I have. And by that I mean all the time that I'm not working. Which, hey, one advantage to it being only 20 hours a week I'm putting in. Well, only 20 hours a week I'm scheduling. Like I said, technically this might still count as underemployment. But, you know, still better than nothing. And it might be an improvement for stuff to put in my resume. Aha! I don't think I knew I could climb up. Going back just so that I am still talking, have more to say. Yeah, the CPU article, that mainly focuses going through the scripts, but I did also collect some data with some fresh data where it was pulsing Cinnabunch on and off. Don't think I have it where I control the time period between runs of Cinnabunch. I can do that. The scripts support doing that, but I just collected the data like, you know, straight, so it's all the just takes as long as to relaunch and load the test, and also with a Prime 95 in there. So yeah, I just don't think it would be interesting enough to warrant an article on OTC, but who knows? I may change my mind, because I think I will split it up like I did the statistics and scripts article a while ago, where I have a version of it that lacks the script portion, because that's what would go up on OCC. Because I don't think anybody cares about the script. I care. Somebody who wanted to, you know, do the testing themselves would care. There's not, I mean, there's only one of me, and there's not many people that I think would can really care about doing their own testing. But that's okay. Is what it is. And seriously, where the hell are these things? Ah, I see that. Okay. This Scrotus symbol is over here, which will just leave the 2 scraps. I doubt it, but I still want to try it. I doubt that the explosion will be... Oh, no, it was big enough. Cool. Just need to find the last 2 scraps. Oh yeah, I never did pick that up, did I? Oh. I thought there were 2 scraps left. Oh, well, I guess I miscounted. Alright. Cool. So, just coming back a bit, since I will be wrapping this up shortly, because I want to just go there and, you know, finally do the lookout thing. Nope, not this one. So yeah, because I'm working, technically I will have less time available for some stuff, but as I said, for now I'm focusing more on the editing, which is a bit easier to find time for, or rather it's easier to schedule. Once I get those done, I will try to get back to work on reviews, which the first one I'd like to get to is gonna be a little weird. I mentioned it already that I want to review the Platinum Edition, was that it? The complete edition of Dying Light, since I have a key for that, which will also give me an opportunity to replay it ahead of the sequel release.
Stay. Guard the car.
Of course I will. If you have to leave me here.
Really, guys? You're gonna... Oh, wow. It's actually trying to come up. That's kind of neat. And I know it's not exactly a new game. But it is... I got the key so that I could do that. So I want to do that. It's... Yeah. It's really that simple. It's not like, Dying Light was a fun game. I remember I did say in the review it didn't necessarily stand out. But maybe, it's been some years. Maybe I will feel differently playing it anew and also with all the DLC. Alright. I mean, if it's just running, I'm just...
Letting all that scrap just drive off?
Yes, I am. Deal with it. Of course, depending if I get a different key and something comes up, then getting to Dying Light might prove different, but yeah. For now, though, that is what I want to do. Now, here. On the other place to fuel, it is directly on the thing. Hopefully that will be enough.
In my gut robes. I can't believe it caught enough attention. Something bad is out there.
Left.
Still we live! Thank you, angels!
Perfect.
Pinko's tower. Still in one piece.
Wrong button.
One of
There we go.
Scrotus's convoys!
It just seems weird that some of this stuff isn't showing up there. Anyway, heading down.
Oh, here it comes! A mighty duster!
Alright, yeah, you know what? I'll do it. I should be stopping. I know I should be stopping. I want to be stopping. But just the placement of that, because it's kind of alone, everything is elsewhere. When I come back next week, it'll just be easier if I don't need to come down for this. Although that is true that I do need to come down for that, but it's, you know, not as far. Whoops.
Their lead truck. It carries a great, powerful artifact on its hood. It would serve us well to wield such a mysterious force. Don't stray.
Please, kill me.
No, don't feel like it.
The war party. Bidding us welcome.
There. Oh, I just remembered something that I saw that is curious. That apparently Microsoft... Well, I guess one way to put it just generally is Microsoft is just really screwing up the Windows 7... Windows 11 stuff. So we already know the whole... you know, it's like, oh, they're demanding certain requirements that seem completely unnecessary and are causing computers that are not even all that old from being below the minimum specification. But apparently it's even weirder than that, because there will... I saw something that apparently you will still be able to, like, install 11 on an arbitrary system. What? You can purchase something here? Cool. You'll still be able to purchase something that is, you'll still be able to install it on, like, my desktop, because it's got a Threadripper 1950X, which doesn't support the TPM requirement. In theory, I'd still be able to install it off the ISO, but it wouldn't be updated. Which, that seems like very much a nightmare for Microsoft. Because they want to be able to have, you know, everything be upgraded. They don't want to have... No company would want to support... But would want to have to deal with that support, even if it is a no, we don't support this configuration. We are under no obligation to help you. They're still going to get those emails. They're still going to get the people asking for help, and it's just going to make them look bad when it's like, no, we're not supporting this configuration. You're doing that at your own risk. I mean, it's like, this is not a smart move. Really makes no sense. But yeah, and it's just weird with Windows 11 in general. I'll still probably put the test system on it just so that it's up to date, has all latest tech and all that. But not updating the desktop doesn't bother me. Not updating my laptop does not bother me. Although I, wouldn't mind replacing the laptop at some point. It's good. It's nice, but it's getting a bit slow. And it would be nice if I wasn't on a 2-core 4-thread Intel it's an Intel i5 4400U, or is it 4200U? It's one of those. It's not that powerful. But yeah, it's just I would like to upgrade. Simple as that. But it's still good as it is. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, 47 minutes, not bad. We'll see you next week. Yeah, it might just be that I record these at night instead of more noonish or after lunchish. All right, see you.